Okay, welcome back to our live stream. We are going live with a new thing we're going to be cooking, our chicken casserole. That's what I call it. It's chicken with stuffing in the middle. I'm going to show y'all how I make mine. First I need a little bowl. Then I need some cream of chicken. I use the Camels. I know you can use whatever you want, whatever kind you want. And then I use chicken tenders, the chicken breast, the boneless, skinless chicken breast. And then I use milk. We use the lactate milk because my son is lactose intolerant, so we have to use the lactose milk. Alright, here we go. We're going to begin. First I'm going to make your cream of chicken that goes over top of your chicken. Let me find. Well, I guess I can just use my electric can opener over here. I usually get a big can of the cream of chicken. That way it covers it pretty good if you like the cream of chicken over your casserole and you like it covered really good. The bigger can is the best way to go. Ain't that right? Here we go. Bring them out of this drawer. Break this out. Take all this out into the bowl. Smells just like chicken. Alright, we got that in the bowl. Well, there's still a little more left in there. Don't want to waste none of it. Alrighty. Then what I do is I take about a teaspoon of parsley flakes and I put it into my cream of chicken. I cover the top of it really good. Put these parsley flakes and I stir it all in. And I make sure it's covered and all. You can still put a little bit more in if you can't turn it still. What I usually do. Stir it again. This is how I make mine. If you know, you can make it however you want, but this is how I make mine. Yeah, I already salted them taters. And then you take about a cup and a half of milk, pour it over there. Cream of chicken. You're doing this, so I guess it makes it a little bit more not as thick, you know. Thins it out so it spreads a little better. You just mix all that milk right into that cream of chicken real good. See the milk. And if you want to add more milk, you can. Whatever suits you. You can make it creamy. Whatever you want on it, just a tad bit more. We'll set that to the side. We don't need that stuff there. I preheated my oven to 425 right now. So get warm and get ready to bake this. It don't take long to bake this chicken when you use the tenders, the thinner tenders. If you use chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, the thicker ones, you can cut them in half and put them in there and place them into your pan. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but not as long as the chicken tenders. Okay, our next step, we get a knife. We're going to take our chicken. I usually take a little bit of this, and I do put lemon full of all my pans. Some people choose not to, but I do because the chicken may stick to your pan and it's hard to clean it out afterwards. That way it makes it a lot It makes it a lot easier to clean.
People are saying hi.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm glad y'all have tuned in. I don't know. I can't see your name, so I don't know. Can't see your name.
Kimberly Riley said hi.
Hi, Kim Riley. Glad you tuned in to watch my chicken casserole. We're going to salt our chicken really, really good on both sides. So, turn this chicken over. I get the free range chicken tenders because they taste the best, I think. Sometimes people like Purdue chicken, but I like this kind of chicken. And then I take my knife and I do cut some of the stuff out of it, so, you know. And then I kind of cut it in half and I just start placing it into my pan like that. All the way around into a circle. You place it in there. Let's see. Cut some of the bad looking stuff out. That way when you eat chicken, it tastes really, really good. You don't have to worry about the fat or anything like that being in your chicken. That's why I cut this out. My dogs is going crazy. Alright, we just keep right on cutting and keep putting all that in there around in a circle. We almost got it here. Well, trying to get that fat out of this chicken. I don't like that in my chicken. You might like it in your chicken, but I don't like it in my chicken. But I'm cooking it. Alright, we got one more piece. We don't make a big old casserole because it's just me and my mom.
Somebody said love your cooking videos.
Thank you. I'm glad you like my cooking videos. We go live because our phone don't work right that we do recording on, so we do live streams so we can do a little bit and keep our, you know, videos going and keep them up. This is the first time we've done one in a while, so just bear with me and I will show you the rest of how to fix this, okay? Alright. Then you take stovetop, I can't say it right, stuffing, and you fix it over here on the stove. And I'll show you how I fix that. That goes in your chicken. Let me see. Well, I can do that after. Hang on just a minute. Alright. Now I'll turn you over here just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Whoop! Sorry about the jiggling. Trying to move the camera a little so you can see I'm making the stuffing over here at the stove so you can see me a little bit better. I always make sure my pans are really, really clean before I put anything in them and rinse them out. Even though they've been in the cabinet, they are in there when it should. Alright. Thank you for loving my video. Alright. Appreciate that. Alright, here's the stuffing. This is stovetop stuffing. I pour it in here, like so. Turn my burner on just a little bit there. Now, you're going to take a measuring cup. I'll show you the measuring cup that I use. This is my measuring cup we're going to be using. And I believe it takes 1.5 cups of water. So, you take 1.5 cup of water. So there's your one. I use my bottled water because I prefer it. And it does boil on the stove, so it helps when you boil the water. 1. And then 1/2 cup more. This is how you make stuffing from the box, people, to go in your chicken casserole. I could make homemade stuffing, but I done it like this so it'd be quicker. And it's much easier that way. You can do it however you like. But I do it this way because this is the way I like to do it. And I ordered some new spoons. Ain't they pretty? Got them from Temu, people. They are good spoons. And I stir this up really, really good. I'll let that burner start. I turn that burner up a little bit and let it start heating. I'm trying to get my butter to soften just a little. And then we're going to need 4 tablespoons of margarine, or half a cup. 1.5 cups of water, and a 1/4 cup margarine or butter, or 4 tablespoons. So that's what you put into the stuffing. Let's see. This right here is only. Okay, this is 4 right here. And I'll take this. It's like almost a half of the stick. Cut a little bit of it off. And there you go. You got 4 tablespoons of margarine from the stick. Now you put that right in there and let that melt right in that stuffing. Woo! She's gonna start smelling like stuffing. We'll be able to smell it through this kitchen in a minute. And if you think your stuffing looks, dry or something, just add you a little more water, but not too much, because you'll make your stuffing too soupy and thin and it won't taste very good. So I'm going to turn this heat up a little more. This is the kind of butter we use. A stick of butter. See that? The butter is a, where's that box at? And I'll show them the name of that butter. Show you the name of our butter. This is called salted Irish butter. That's the name of the butter that I use in about everything that I cook. This butter is so good. We love it in everything we cook. I used to use a different kind, but I switched to this. But it is a lot better than what we used to use. To me, it is. Everybody's different. Everybody uses their own thing, but that's what kind I like to use when I cook. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open this can of green beans while that's heating up so I can put this on the stove for my supper. Yes, I'm cooking my supper as we speak. We are having chicken casserole, green beans, and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese tonight for supper. That sounds good, don't it? I'm glad you all have tuned in and watching my live stream. My son likes doing these things, so he gets all this together. He says, Mom, we're going to have us a cooking show. I said, okay, I'll try my best. Alright, she's starting to heat up now. Alright. Now I need a little bit more water because it's getting a little bit too hot. Alright. Keep stirring. It's almost ready to put into the chicken. Make sure it's salted real good, your chicken. You can salt it one more time if you want. I usually salt it twice to make sure it looks good. You can also use chicken seasoning if you prefer, but I don't prefer it in my casserole. Some people do. We just about got this ready. Well, it got hot all of a sudden. Let's try it and see if it tastes good before we stick it in the chicken. What do you say? Good. That's good stuffing. Alright, here we go. Now, make sure your chicken has got a gap in the middle, like this. And what you're gonna do, I'm not gonna lick my fingers anymore. Make sure it's got a gap, because I just touched raw chicken. And you don't do that. You wash your hands when you touch raw food, raw meat, you know. You push this right down in the center of that chicken, just like so. Alright. Then, back down in there. Then what we're going to do, I'll wash my hands so that way I can show you my next step here. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, and I'll wash my spoon. I always wash everything, make sure everything's clean. Alright, then we're going to take our chicken stuff and we're going to put it all over the top of this chicken. And this is so good.
Can't see you.
We're going to put this, make sure it's covered real good. Alright, I think that big jar was a little bit much, wasn't it? We don't need that much, I don't think, but it's going to make it taste better anyway. Alright. Alright, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get aluminum foil. That's what it looks like once you get it into your pan. Or you can use a longer pan and make more. You can make as much as you want. You just got to add more to it when you make more. Alright. But one of those big cans will do a big thing too of this. Once again, this is called a chicken casserole. And it takes 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes if you got the bigger chicken breast, it may take almost an hour for it to be done all the way through. If you do not want to make sure that it is done all the way through the chicken, just take you a fork and poke it or whatever. I usually put this aluminum foil over it like this, and I leave one side kind of loose. That way I can do like this and check to see if it's almost ready. Now it's ready to put into the oven. We're going to put it into the oven, and then it'll be at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and it should be ready. And we'll pull the chicken out, and we'll check to see if the chicken is done in the middle, because we don't want to serve raw chicken, because you don't want to kill nobody or make anybody sick. Alright, now I'll put some of this stuff up. Well, yeah, I'll put it up for a few minutes. Alright, so now the chicken is in the oven, and we're going to wait for it to bake and see what she looks like and what she tastes like when it's done. Okay, so in the meantime, I don't know, we can see if we can find something else to make here. Let's see. Let me clean this up first from the chicken mess, and then we'll... Alright, I've got water on the stove because I'm making mac and cheese tonight, so I can show you how I make my mac and cheese if you want to know how to make the mac and cheese. Well, do you think I ought to bake that?
I don't know, whatever you want to do.
I don't know.
Struggling.
I don't know. I was going to bake it for the dogs, but I guess they probably won't even need it anyway. I'm going to put this up. Okay. And then, let's see, let me get a pan for them. Alright. First, I'll show you how to do what I'm going to do with these dinner rolls. We're going to make dinner rolls. These are the kind of dinner rolls that we buy. Whoops, I turned the bag around. And also buy little dinner rolls. I only got 2 of those, so I got these. These are really good dinner rolls. I don't know if everybody likes them kind, but that's the kind we like. Alright. Whoop. Okay, then I get a butter knife, and I put butter on them. And I love my butter. I poke a little hole in the top of these when I put butter on these, because the more butter, the better. Can't get enough butter on a roll or a biscuit or anything like that. I love butter. And this butter right here is a lot more, you can taste more salt in it than you can most other butters. And I love it. It's really good. Alright. Can you throw that away for me?
Yep.
Alright. I got parsley flakes all over the counter. Let's see, we'll open this butter. I'm waiting on that water. We'll wait on that water here in a minute. It'll get it boiling, and then I'll do the mac and cheese in a few minutes. I think I gotta turn that burner down. Well, I turned it up then. Alright, we'll do our dinner rolls. I put a lot of butter on my dinner rolls. I like my butter. Woo! Kind of hard to chop. Sometimes I cut them in half like this and put them on each one of my rolls. And it is so good that way. Try not to bore you all to pieces. I'll try to keep it interesting. Alright, then I keep doing this until I get them all buttered. Ooh, they're gonna be good tonight. Let's keep on buttering. Oh. Alright. And we thank you all for tuning into our video, and we hope you like and subscribe to our videos. That way we can keep making more videos and keep doing our live streams and all that good stuff, and that way, you know, we can just keep doing it if y'all like them, our videos.
And if you like cooking.
And yeah, especially if you like cooking, because I cook everything. I don't just cook one thing. I try to cook different things. Sometimes, yeah, that's why the video's called Cooking All Things. Sometimes I'll bake something. Sometimes I'll show you a casserole or just what's for supper sometimes. Alright? And that way, if you don't know how to cook, you can learn. I can teach you. You can watch me cook, and maybe you might learn something. I'm not saying I'm no pro, I ain't no professional, but I like country cooking, and I like to do it the easy way if I can. That way I'm not going to teach it all night, because when you get older, you get tired, and you want to get something done quick, you want to make easy, quick meals. And I appreciate everybody that's watching me on my videos. I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching the videos. I really do. Thank you all so much. And I am talking to everybody. I'm trying to see who it is here. We got, what is that? Claudia? Is that what it is? Am I saying that right? 6058. And then we got Kimberly Riley. And then we got, I don't know who that, XOXO something 07. What is that? Is that somebody's thing too?
Yeah.
JC, what is that? Did what? JC Penny. Huh?
Don't know what she
Love
is.
your cooking video. Love it. Well, thank you. We are waiting for all this other stuff. We'll wait for that to get done. Then we'll put these rolls in the oven. Okay, we got them done. Now, we're going to try to do mac and cheese, I guess we can. You want to do mac and cheese, or do you want to bake something? Think we should bake a dessert? What should we do, people? Should we bake a dessert while we're waiting on the chicken? Or what should we do? What do you want to do? You want to bake something? Because we got to wait on the chicken to get done.
What do you got to bake?
I don't know. Or do you just want to wait on the chicken and just talk or what?
What about that pound cake? What do we got to do
Turn
to
in-
make it?
Huh? That's our next video, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have another video out, and we're going to be making pound cake. So y'all can tune into that video. That'll be our next video. And then I'm going to try to do something on some of the other videos from scratch. That way we can see if that turns out. We're going to try it, practice it, see if we're good at that. I know our other videos, if you've seen our other videos, we've had pizza. What else have we had? Pizza, cornbread, different stuff like that on our other past videos. You can tune into them. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes to our live stream. We are going to wait for a few minutes for the chicken to get down. Then we're going to show you what it tastes like and what it looks like when it comes out. Be back in a few minutes.